All right, folks. Welcome back to the Night's Watch Tavern Talk Edition. Boars are... oh, my God. We already fucked up. Beers are poured. Music is playing. It's 99 degrees outside in late June. That's kind of cool, actually.
That's actually temperate for Las Vegas.
And a lot has happened since our last recording, because our last recording was the Cup Final preview. Spoiler alert, my prediction was pretty wrong.
All of our predictions were pretty wrong.
See, this is why I'm a contrarian, because as soon as I start to believe, they just take it from me.
No, William Carlson's broken wrist ripped it from your heart.
It doesn't. That's just semantics. The hows don't matter. What matters is the end result.
Exactly.
But a lot has happened since then. I don't think we want to bury the lead too much. We are posting this the day after the first round of the draft, and
2 days, so I'd be posting it tomorrow.
So we're recording it today.
Oh, we're recording it the day after the first round, yeah.
Anyways, so big shocking news in the Vegas front. Pavel Dorofeyev has been traded to the New York Rangers. How you feeling? I know how you felt in the moment. You were pretty upset.
In the moment when it came down, I was pissed because in my mind I'm like,
you said something along the lines of "fuck you, Kelly, and your fat fucking ass."
I didn't say that.
You didn't.
I said fat fuck, fat fuck, fuck you, Kelly, and I mean, in my mind, like immediately I'm like, we're getting older. Like that was the one young guy we had starting in our team, two years in a row, 30 goal scorer. Like, why aren't you negotiating with him at all? And I was pissed. And then you see the return, and you're like, okay, two firsts. Let's keep in mind this year's first and a conditional first for next year, top 10 protected, and then it reverts to another, still a first. And then I think also like a third or something like that. So pretty good value for an RFA, right? And then you're still like, man, you can't negotiate with this guy. You can't sign him. And then he signs a 7x11 or 11x7, whatever. 7 years, $11 million per year with the Rangers. And you're like, oh, there's no way they were going to pay him that much money.
No.
There's no way they should have paid him that much money.
No, it was an overpay, I think.
We were both at like, right, $8 to $9 million was a comfortable spot for Dorofeyev.
Yeah.
But you're like, okay, he's a goal scorer and he's a winger. You brought up a great point is Kelly McCrimmon doesn't value that really.
I will use this opportunity to use my favorite Trailer Park Boys quote and say, you know what, guys? I hate to say a tota so, but you know what? I fucking a tota so. Because yesterday morning I got the shinning. I got the shinning.
The shinning?
I got the shinning. I was like, it's draft day. Draft day is a huge peak of trade activity. Pavel Dorofeyev has not been signed. I was like, and then like the more, you know what it was? It was the more I saw this buzz online of like, Vegas, what's Vegas going to do? All these guys want to go to Vegas. What's Vegas going to do?
They have no assets to do it. Like
it reminded me of the summer after we won the Cup, or maybe the summer after that, where we really thought they were going to make a splat. They were going to extend Marshy. They were going to also somehow make an additional splash.
It was the summer after the.
We got our favorite recurring guest,
favorite Munchkin over here.
What's up, guys?
What's up, buddy?
Oh, it's good to see you.
Good to see you.
We started recording.
Working the night shift,
Stay golden, stay golden, stay golden, stay golden.
Oh, we stay gold around here. Stay gold around here.
What's your opinion on the Pavel Dorofeyev trade?
Same. Hashtag same.
Hey, he wasn't worth $11 million.
I think that's.
Yeah.
They never put him in a system where all he has to do is shoot.
Yeah.
All he has to do is play with
Jack Eichel, Mitch Marner.
Oh no.
If you're looking for someone to replace, I don't know, Panarin, it ain't gonna happen, bud. Yeah. He's gonna sit, he's gonna shoot, but that's about all he's gonna do for you.
Imagine being fed by Jack Eichel, Mitch Marner, William Karlsson, Mark Stone for your entire career, and now you're gonna get fed by Mika Zibanejad.
And JT Miller.
And JT Miller. No locker room cancer, JT Miller.
Maybe Vinny Trocheck.
He's not gonna. Vinny Trocheck's not gonna stay in New York. Oh, his. You know whose line mate's gonna be? Alexi Lafreniere. Oh.
Oh, Lordy.
A little bit, a tad, yeah.
Tab, maybe.
But that little interaction kind of, I guess, summarizes my Dory Fiev trades. Like, I love the guy. He scored big goals. He's our really first consistent 30-goal scorer. But like
homegrown.
But like you brought up, really good point was Kelly McCrimmon doesn't value wing scorers. Wingers that are goal scorers. It happened with Patches. Happened with Marshy.
Yeah, exactly. So when I had the Shinnin that morning, I made a few posts and didn't get a lot of engagement because we have no followers. But one guy was kind of like, "What do you mean? What? Oh yeah, they don't prioritize scoring wingers. That's why they traded for Max Pacioretty and Jonathan Marchessault." So I'm like, they also let both those guys walk. Well, they let one guy walk and then they fucking traded the other one for literally nothing.
They traded Patches for a bag of nickels.
Yeah,
not even a bag of nickels. They traded him for some trash in the street and money.
So
and then Marshy walked after a career high in goals.
Exactly.
And then 2 year coming off, it wasn't. He was gone after. It was the year after the Cup. So it was Cup, then one season, and he had a crazy season, and then he was gone. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And like they don't value goal scoring wingers. Like that's the bottom line.
They really don't. This organization, they value center ice. It's a classic way to build a team. Center iceman, defenseman, goalie.
In the defense of the concept of letting Dory go, I know I had an opinion on it, and he's a big goal scorer. In the defense of letting him go, who was our number one goal scorer in the Cup final? Dory was close. It was fucking Brett Howden.
Yeah.
And Brett Howden's getting paid $2.5 million. Yeah, he had a down year this year, and because he was injured, he scored over 20 goals the year before.
Yeah.
And now you have Mitch Marner on your team too.
Exactly. It's all about, who's creating. And I love Dory, but he does not create on his own.
He's a finisher. Pure finisher.
Doesn't drive play on his own. So I love Gary Lawless. People seem to hate him. I love it. He cracks me up.
He's both simultaneously the propaganda wing of the front office.
Well, I was going to say, he's basically the mouth of Sauron.
Yeah.
He's like the mouth of Kelly McCrimmon. But I kind of like that because, he'll go on entire fucking podcast tours just to stick up for Vegas and, shove it in people's faces.
I love Gary.
I don't like Gary. Every team needs a Gary.
Every team needs a Gary. Every team needs a Bob Stauffer.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They're two sides of the same coin. And Gary just cracks me up. I don't know. I feel like he's like my uncle.
Gary's a funny guy.
Gary's like the uncle you want to go have a beer with.
Like Gary will crack a joke on the live the broadcast, and no one will say anything. I'm like, that was funny.
I know. I'll be chuckling in my living room.
He'll say some little hockey joke. I'm like, what? This is great.
Yeah. But the reason I bring Gary up is when Marchessault walked. Of course, he had to go do he had to pump the tires of the organization and say, well, why would they make this choice? And I don't think it was right when he walked. I think, remember, that year we lost Marshy, Stevenson, Carrier, we lost all these guys, and we're like, dude, we're going to fucking suck. And then we went on a tear to open up the year, and that was one of our first semi-popular posts on our Instagram. Was I made a post comparing the guys that stayed to the guys that walked, and Gary got on the show or on the radio where he said he used a phrase I'll never forget. He was like, he's like we all love Marchessault. He did this, he did that. Everyone would have loved to have kept him. He's like, but at the end of the day, the style of game that he plays and what he provides, he's a flash piece. And I kind of love that phrase. And I love Dorofeev, and I would have rather have kept him than lost him. But when you're in a crunch and you're a contender and decisions must be made, you keep the foundational pieces and you let the flash pieces go.
I would argue. Look at the top goal scorers, and if they're wingers only. So we're not counting Nathan McKinnon. We're not counting Connor McDavid. We're not. Nikita Kucherov is a freak on his own, but those top goal scorers, only a handful of them have won a cup. Cole Caulfield got.
How many years in a row has Kucherov gone ice cold in the playoffs?
I know Dory woke up later in all the series, but he was ice cold to start every single series. And he was kind of carried off of a hat trick.
Yeah.
Against Utah.
Against a team that was floundering in their
Look how good Mitch Marner was overall.
Yeah. Yeah, it's...
You're telling me that Pavel Dorofeyev is worth only $1.5 million less than Mitch Marner is?
No, he's not.
He's not.
He's just
flat
not.
out.
He's just
I love
not.
the kid, and I think he was great. He's not worth $1.5 million less than Mitch Marner. He's not worth $2.5 million less than Jack Eichel.
Yeah, and listen, I know we're in the age of like player empowerment right now, and I'm not like, I don't resent the guy. I'm like, hey, you got your bag, you get to go live in New York City. Fucking, I'd take that in a heartbeat.
He'll have a good life. Like,
but that being said, I'm like, you have a choice. You can play on a good team and maybe take a little less and go for glory and lift the fucking cup, or you can take the bag and fucking go finish fucking 8th in the fucking Metro or whatever division they play in.
There's a reason why the 2028 pick was top 10 protected.
Yeah, because they're going to be picking in the
We were looking at that lineup, and it's hilariously bad.
Yeah, fucking.
It's Dory, Zibanejad, Lafreniere, and then Will Cooley, unironically, is the two left wing, and then JT Miller.
Yeah.
There's a guy named fucking Schmelar on the team. What'd you say? It was fucking...
There's a guy named Fortescue, and I'm like, isn't that the name of the ice cream store in Harry Potter? Hi, guys, we're going to Florence Fortescue.
Their backup goaltender is Dylan Grand.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I found out who he was the other day. He was he's played in the AHL his entire career.
And, you know, I don't want to get too into the Rangers lineup. I'll just briefly say, and guys, this is why we need to be thankful that we're Golden Knights fans and not New York Rangers fans or Toronto Maple Leaf fans or any of these mismanaged fucking teams.
But that leads me also into management and changes. And I feel like Kelly and George McPhee, who has a hand in all the decisions still, was comfortable with letting Dory go in that they know that they can develop that same talent because now Ryan Craig's the head coach.
Yeah.
So that's the other big news. Torts was, they let him go. He wanted to come back, but McCrimmon flat out said, hey, this decision was made a long time ago. We're bringing in Ryan Craig's the coach, and I love it.
I also love it.
I love the decision.
In an age where Mike Babcock is coming back for his third redemption tour.
No. They're gonna go win the cup with Mike Babcock, right? Like they're gonna win the cup with who plays defense for them? Who's the goaltender on that team right now?
With the fucking psycho bully that hasn't drawn up a D zone coverage in fucking 7 years.
He hasn't coached. He hasn't coached since. But before the bubble.
Yeah.
He hasn't made the playoffs since 2013.
Yeah. And when all those years that he won,
won a playoff series. They made the playoffs in the bubble because everybody made the fucking playoffs in the bubble. Every team in Canada made the goddamn playoffs.
He won with that fucking insane Hall of Fame Detroit team.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know.
Is that the coach?
I don't know if they won because of coaching.
Or it's because they have fucking Pavel Datsyuk on the...
Yeah, but anyways, point being,
I love this hire.
Me too.
Look how
I was worried that when we made the finals, I'm like, they're going to give Torts a 1-year extension, and I really was not psyched about that idea.
And the finals went terribly, so we'll get to that.
We will.
But I was worried because of how well the playoff series went, like how we stormed back against Utah, how we suffocated Anaheim after the first couple of games, and then how we absolutely destroyed Colorado. I did too. I thought Torts was going to get an extension. I'm like, I don't know about that, man. This is a short-lived.
So my impression with Torts always, Lance and Daniel are here. No, they didn't see us. Okay.
Oh,
well, anyways, so my impression with Torts in the hiring was like they're almost bringing him in as like a tournament coach, like the way you hire a coach for the Olympics. You know what I mean? Where it's like it's like, you know what, like
Mike Sullivan's only good when he's coaching Team USA.
No, exactly. It's like you know what, you are gonna be there for fucking like 20 games, and you were gonna get the most out of these guys for 20 games.
I think that's exactly.
After that,
happened.
The shtick gets old, and you know what?
Exactly what happened.
It fucking worked in that sense. I think that was a great idea to bring him in.
they went further than, I mean, we'll get to it, but how far, like you said, how far they got and how well they were playing for most of the entire. I mean, we're negative because they lost in the Cup final. The team lost in the fucking Cup final. There's 2 teams that were left in the fucking league,
and it was against a good ass team.
It's a really good fucking Carolina team, and you got
there's no shame in losing in a Cup final.
Absolutely, and losing it in 6 games. There's no shame in that. You didn't get swept. Not like like Colorado. I just got to rub that in the wound. But no, I really thought once the season was over, I'm like, they're going to give him a 1 year, let him.
And same, and I thought I just kept thinking like, that is not what we need. And
you need a jolt of like just different fucking energy into the team.
Yeah. So Ryan Craig, he's been with the organization since day fucking one. He is an OG. He was like 34, I think, when he started. Former player.
He's young.
Everything that
early 40s.
Everything that I've heard and read on him is, even he was playing, guys like, this guy's gonna be a coach one day. He just has the mind for it.
He turned the Silver Knights around from being one of the worst AHL teams one of the worst hockey teams I've seen on ice.
Yeah.
To being 3rd. They were the highest scoring team in the league last year, and the game plans are good. Everybody was playing well. He turned the team around in a matter of 2 years.
Yeah, and he, I know obviously the credit always goes solely to the head coach and solely to the star players, but obviously it takes a team.
Mm-hmm.
I feel dumb saying this because, like, obviously I'm not in the fucking room, but if you're a freak like me and you religiously watch every single press availability and every single listen to every radio show and read every fucking tweet, it was pretty apparent during our Cup run in 23 that, like, Ryan Craig was like a massive part of that. And because, it's classic, Bruce was the hard ass, and then Craig was the soft touch, right? Yeah,
Craig was the room guy that he probably, like, when we won the Cup, he was like, what, all of probably 6 years removed, 6 to 8 years removed. No, it was 7 years removed from fucking playing.
And then when we won the Cup, I think we had this discussion. When you win the Cup, what happens? Your best players leave. Your coaching staff gets poached.
They made a point to hang on to Ryan Craig.
Well, not only did they make a point to hang on to him, they created a position for him by firing the Silver Knights coach. And like, okay, well, you don't want to. They made him the head coach of the AHL team rather than keeping him along for the NHL team.
Yeah.
And the first thing I thought of is like, oh, they're grooming him for the.
Yeah.
They want him to have experience, managing
running a team.
Bench.
Yeah.
And obviously, it's been a few years, but I just remember that was my first fucking thought was like, they are.
He was able to get those boys to buy in. Yeah,
and the style that he had Henderson playing, I mean, obviously is more or less the same system as Vegas because you want, there to be a seamless transition, but it really did remind me of kind of how we played in the playoffs this year. It was that kind of that Cassidy system, but more of an emphasis on just that hard, aggressive, north-south,
But I think what he really benefited from
aggression. He really bred some aggression in Henderson.
Dude, like, Lavoie was blowing through people, Euronin and Connolly was just odd, like, was dog on a leash.
Connolly would like sprint at the net.
Yeah, just dog on a leash. Huge as
like he would get to a point where like usually guys slow down and he would just keep going. And I was like, oh my god,
like Ben Hammerling, like he was all over it. Like, but he benefited from how, like, I know we talk about how slow Vegas is, how fast the Silver Knights were.
Yeah.
There was a ton of speed in that lineup. I think the slowest guy was Mitch McLean.
Yeah.
But everybody was
just like 40. So
yeah. Keep in mind the man's old, but everybody was like, look how good Joe Fleming looked in that system. Mm-hmm. Just all over it all the time. And that's what you want. You want constant pressure. That's what Carolina lived and breathed off. Like, what killed us was constant pressure.
And I know I'm going to really out myself as a freak. But I would also watch the Silver Knights pressers because they started doing that this year.
Oh, those are cool.
And it would literally just be like Brian McCormick with like his phone, talking to Craig, and then 2 or 3 players after a game in front of a little cloth backdrop. And what I really notice about Craig is that he is very even keeled.
Yes,
and he's very intelligent.
Yes.
And he stops to think before he speaks. Like, if he doesn't have an immediate answer, like, he'll pause and you can see him think.
Yep.
And then he'll just say something, and it'll be really on point.
Yeah.
And
It's not like Torts where, like, they'll ask a question, he'll go, no. And he'll just ignore it. And I'm like, that pissed me off so much about him.
It was irritating.
Like, Cassie, I know he thought about it a little bit, but he did have snap reactions pretty quick. But I love that. Is that...
Oh, I love Cassidy's pressers.
Oh, yeah.
I that's why I watched every single one. I'm like, wow.
I hope he gets a job in a year.
I hope he gets a job in the East.
Yeah. But no,
he'll have a job. He's fine.
But Ryan Craig, he's very...
If not, you can hang out in fucking Martha's Vineyard and make fucking $4 million.
But you're right. Ryan Craig's very even-keeled. He's very calm. Like, he'll get angry. You can see him get angry on the bench when the team's not playing well. But he knows how to talk to the player and the person.
Did you watch, speaking of pressers, did you watch his introductory presser with Kelly? What really impressed me was when he spoke. One, the first thing he did was thank his family.
Yep.
Class act. And he didn't just do it glibly, like he got emotional.
Yeah.
You could like hear his voice breaking. Wow, such the opposite of Mike Babcock, right? Who got on there and fucking
immediately
spun a tale of bullshit.
Immediately said,
Columbus.
"My wife wanted me to leave Columbus." I'm like, "You got fired."
Columbus fucking sucked.
And then he blamed his like family for it. Didn't
Yeah.
take any fucking responsibility. Well, I think I was right in making Boone Jenner's life a fucking living hell.
Just remember, folks, whenever you get frustrated with Kelly McCrimmon, it could be worse. You could have Stan Bowman.
Remember when Boone Jenner was the talk of the town and everybody loved him as a captain? We both did. We're like, Boone Jenner, that's a sick captain. He's an awesome guy. Like, he's such a cool dude. Then fucking Mike Babcock comes to town and immediately that entire fucking organization is miserable.
Yeah.
Could be worse. But anyways.
But anywho, so during his presser, Ryan Craig, class act.
Very good.
Thanks his family. He talks about how much it means to him to represent the city and the team and how proud he is of
I love that
his
he's
time
young
that
too.
he's there.
And I love that he's
new.
new.
Yeah, he's like 44, I think.
He's new. He's
Exactly.
new blood. When
he's-
Washington hired Spencer Carberry, I'm like, that is perfect. He coached
There's all
Hershey.
these complaints about, oh, why do we got to recycle the same 30 guys? Kelly McCrimmon, give him his credit. He's a hockey lifer. He recognized it was time for an infusion of youth and for a different direction.
And that's exactly what you're bringing with Craig. And like,
And
the pressure was fresh. Like
exactly. And he even said something along the lines of, he's like, well, we had a very specific vision of the direction that we want the club to move into, and we feel that Ryan can, bring us there. And it kind of goes to what we were talking about off mic earlier. I'm like, I think a lot of Henderson guys are going to play next year.
I
think we're going to get younger, and I think we're going to get faster.
To me, this signals that it's a change from bringing the vets and compete to now still compete, still be a good team, but now you've got young guys in the lineup. Like Trevor Connolly is going to probably be an open tonight. Brandon Bowman's guaranteed to be in the line. Brandon Bowman, man, undrafted. Going to be in the starting lineup in his second full year.
Bowman's like the definition of like a COVID draft steal.
Yeah, such a steal.
Didn't have a ton of scouting out there on him because of all the COVID shit, but
he'll be on third line right wing, third line left wing, whatever.
Yeah,
Trevor Connolly likely to make the lineup, and if we don't do anything with that bottom three, Kai Uchas probably could play the wing with Nick Dowd.
Yep, and then I have a oddly optimistic feeling that he is going to kind of rejuvenate Caden Korzak a bit and kind of get him back on track.
And then, you know what? Team's probably going to re-sign Coughlin, and he's got a lot of experience Coughlin all year this year, and Coughlin's just going to be a solid 7th or 6th guy.
Yeah, I love this hire. I love that. And it's funny because did you see the reaction online where, the quote, Kelly's quote about like, oh, well, John Tortorella wanted to come back for our team, but we decided that this was the best direction. Of course, all I see is fucking, oh, he gets you to the fucking cup final and you just throw him away. Classic Vegas, What do they have to do to stick around there? And I'm like, Ryan Craig has been with this team for 9 years.
Yeah.
And they're finally giving him the recognition that he deserves. They're putting faith in him.
And they're giving Joel Ward the head coaching position.
Yeah,
One of the only
they are rewarding these guys that have worked their ass off for this organization.
Joel Ward is, I think, one of maybe
I appreciate
five African American
yeah
head coaches in any hockey league.
yeah and he's not light skinned either. He's black as fuck.
Yeah, and he's a former player. He played for the Sharks, played for the Caps. Like,
yeah. It's hilarious to me that
everybody wants to find something to hate about us, and then
I'm like they are rewarding guys that have put blood, sweat, and tears in this team for 9 years.
No, we didn't let this old man stay in the role.
Like, the guy that's been here for like 2 months. Like, oh no, we gotta.
We have no loyalty for the guy that was here.
To me, that would have been a show of disloyalty. Is like
not promoting.
Sorry, Ryan. We know we told you had the position, but actually, we're gonna give it to.
He would have immediately gone and sought another job with another organization.
He would have. That's probably why they did it. That's why they gave him the Henderson job. We lost fucking Misha Donskov after we won the cup, and he's the coach of a fucking national team now, and he's probably going to be a fucking NHL head coach soon too.
Yep.
It's just the nature of the business, but I love the hire. Everything I've heard is that and right out of the man's mouth, he said he's like to me, it's really important to build relationships with players and get to know them and their strengths and weaknesses, and that really helps you coach them. Mark Stone attended the presser.
I love that.
Baller move. What a show of support from the captain.
They're damn the same age.
Yeah. Everything I've heard is the way that he designs practice is very dynamic and
I love
fluid and active and like hands-on. And also, I don't think he's going to be afraid to bust balls if he has to. I don't think that's going to be like his go-to move. But
he's only maybe 10 years older than most of these guys, right?
Yeah.
Like, and he's going to have experience coaching.
There's a lot of leadership in that room. Like, even Torts said it a million times. I feel like people kind of like thought he was just being modest, but he's like, I really don't have to do much. Like these guys are solid. I'm like, yeah, this is a solid veteran team. Like, they don't need that type of coach.
Mm-hmm.
They need someone that they don't need someone that's gonna
bust their balls,
crack the whip. They need someone that's gonna rejuvenate them and
I think
get them
Craig
going.
I think is a perfect hire.
To quote Kelly McCrimmon, we always hire the best available person for the position, and that's what we are doing in hiring Ryan Craig. And that's how I feel about it too.
Yeah, I love it.
All these, I did not want fucking Peter Laviolette. Okay,
fucking Mike Babcock.
I did not want Mike Babcock. No, Ryan Craig. I'm excited for this.
Fucking Craig Berube.
Yeah, I'm excited for this. This is the preferred Craig. I'm excited. I'm excited for this new era.
Yeah, I mean, you hit the nail on the head. I love everything about the hire. He turned around Henderson from literally a misery of a watch to an extremely dynamic, fast, high-scoring, pretty good defensive team. Every line played well. Every pairing played well. Lindbaum was a fucking all-star with Ryan Craig.
You got to embrace the youth movement eventually, and I think I think that's what we're doing. I know it seemed contradictory, like, oh, why did we let Dory go? He was so young. I'm like, well, now we have
now you have Trevor Connolly.
Now we have 4 or 5 new prospects in the system.
People ask, where's that 35 goals coming from? You can get it from a $925K Trevor Connolly and maybe a $1.1 million Raphael Lavoie. Raphael Lavoie.
You get it from a $2 million Brett Howden.
Raphael Lavoie had 30-something goals, I think, in the AHL, and he missed fucking half the season.
Yeah.
Dude was on fire, and he's only 24.
Yeah, I fell for this trap when we let Marshall go. I'm not going to fall for it again. I think we're going to be just fine.
Yeah. Here's my question. What do you think happens with the rest of the coaching staff?
John Stevens is a lock. Joel Ward went to Henderson, so they're going to have to bring someone in.
I think Dom Ducharme is gone.
Yeah. What did he run? Did he run the PK?
I think he ran special teams.
No, I think John Stevens. He ran the...
John Stevens ran special teams.
He ran the defense. I don't know.
John Stevens ran the defense. I think Dom Ducharme ran special teams.
Yeah, I could see them keeping him if they. I don't know who's out there. I'm not that dialed in, but they're definitely going to bring in at least one person to replace Joel Ward.
What do you think happens with goaltending? Because Fred Braithwaite has been pretty goddamn good in Henderson.
Braithwaite? That's the coach.
What?
Freddie Braithwaite, the coach?
The goaltending coach, yeah.
Oh, okay. The way you said that, I thought you meant like a goalie, and I'm like, what?
No. Braithwaite's been great.
No,
I'm just saying because it's...
Well, should we get into our autopsy of why we fucking lost?
Yeah.
And number one person on my shit list right now.
So yeah, we talked about Dory and Greg. Yeah, let's get into it. So
that's kind of a segue. Goaltending.
So we lose the Stanley Cup Final. We made it to the Stanley Cup
Why
Final.
did we lose that?
We
final,
had no
Alex?
business in making the Stanley Cup Final. We lost the Stanley Cup Final, and people will make arguments. Well, Hart this, Hart that. He was good against Colorado. Hart was the only goaltender to ever allow 4+ goals in 5 straight Stanley Cup Final games.
Yeah, he was dog shit.
Hart was awful. The defense, also not great, but Hart was bad. There are saves that Hart should have made.
Yeah.
It's not all on Hart, not all on the defense, but most of those were all on Hart.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how I would visualize the pie chart of loss here. I would say at least half that pie chart is Carter Hart.
I would say 60% Hart. Sorry, but 30% Rasmus Anderson, and then 10% the rest of the defense.
Yeah.
Right? Like, am I wrong? Like,
no, you're not wrong.
Hannafin was playing injured. Like, it came after the series was over. Hannafin was beat the fuck up.
No, and honestly, like, that's why I don't want to say I completely. It makes sense. I'll just say it makes sense that he looked like he was playing injured.
Hannafin was beat up. Like,
and you know what? Fucking credit to him for gutting it out.
Because they came when they did the post series,
and I think it was an upper body injury, and I'm like, that's why I think he was struggling to make passes.
To move.
And I think that's why some of those turnovers happened because he was trying to clear the puck and
he just couldn't
either
push the puck.
Either got the wrong angle or didn't get enough wood on it.
It just hurt to move your shoulders in a certain way. Like I think they said it was multiple weeks he would have been out. Like he would have been a week to week guy if it was the regular season.
Yeah. So can I just say my piece? Can I speak my truth?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So there was a ton of Carter Hart discourse, as there always is.
Yeah.
We've litigated the whatever, we've made public.
Our opinion
we've made our opinions
known.
We've made our opinions public.
Yes.
Our
opinion
if you're
of
not
the
sure,
personality.
if you're not sure, go to Instagram and check the pin post.
Go to Instagram. If you're not sure, go to Spotify or YouTube or wherever you listen to podcasts and go back to about what was that, November?
Yeah.
When we go back to that episode, you'll get our full dissection of what we think about the person.
Yeah, but he's there, so he's one of your assets. You have to
he's on the team.
You have to figure out how
he's on the team. It's like when Ryan Leonard was here, he was on the team. You figure it out.
You gotta figure out how to deploy those assets. So there seems to be a growing fanaticism in the VGK fan base. And there seems to be a sector that is just what I would refer to as Hart loyalists, where they
Why do fans do this? They did
know.
this with Leonard and Fleury. They did this with Thompson and Hill. They are doing it now with Hill and...
Alex, I'm here to have fun.
I know.
I don't know why they do it.
It's stupid.
We're here to meet new people and to cheer.
And have a good time.
Have a few beers.
Like, why are you getting so deep fucking into it?
Yeah. So I think there were some people that were irritated that I did not take it upon myself to be Carter Hart's personal fucking defender, or to just call it like it is. And I looked at his stats over the playoffs, and I feel pretty proud that my public statements on him seem to match the stats.
He's
in the sense,
wildly inconsistent.
Yes, because my opinion the whole time was. After we beat the Utah series, I heard a lot of we did it because of Hart. We couldn't have done it without Hart. I'm like, he was pretty bad.
Hart was dog shit.
He was dog shit in that series. We did not win that series because of Carter Hart. It's like, oh yeah, but we had the game 6. I'm like, that was not exactly a steal by the goalie.
No, so the entire Utah series and the first half of Anaheim was purely great defense. Even better offense.
No, because even Anaheim game 1, fucking remember you missed that game. That was the game where I was texting you. I was like, dude, I'm seeing red flags. Hart stole that fucking game.
Everyone, no, you're right. Sorry.
So
he'll have flashes of brilliance. Yeah,
exactly. So, and
I totally forgot about that game. Yeah,
but I will say this clearly, fucking. as bad as he was in the Utah series, he was great in the Anaheim series.
And he was even better in Colorado.
It could have gotten out of hand pretty quickly
He was
against
good.
Anaheim if it wasn't for him.
He was good in Anaheim, yeah.
Yeah.
Utah was his bottom, and Anaheim was him coming up, and then
game-
Colorado.
There was one game in the Anaheim, like 3 or 4, where he kind of shit the bed.
Mhm.
And I remember even telling you, I'm like, this would be a great time to get Hill a game. Just let Hart rest, see what you got in Hill.
But
you can always switch him in the halfway through the first period if you fucking have to.
But then the rest of the team just put Anaheim in a fucking coffin, and
Yeah.
there was no point. And he was great against Colorado. He was fantastic.
Yeah, Colorado series, he was lights out. I'm like, yeah, you're not gonna.
I'll give the guy credit. He was fan-fucking-tastic against Colorado.
Yeah, well, that was the peak, and then
Yep.
that
and then
peak was followed by another fucking valley.
cratered, man.
And this is what we have said since day fucking one. Looking at it, if everyone kept telling me like, well, take your personal opinions aside and just look at the facts.
He's
Just
an inconsistent
ta-
goalie.
Take your moral positioning out and just look at the facts. I'm like,
He
okay,
is inconsistent. His entire
the
career.
facts are that he is extremely inconsistent.
So I'll let you finish. You're gonna make the same point. I'm just your hype man in the background.
Yeah.
You're gonna make the exact same point without yelling.
He is extremely inconsistent. He has very high peaks and very low valleys. Overall, statistically, he's basically a second Aiden Hill.
You made that. That was a great point you made. Looking at their statistics, they're the same goaltender.
Yeah, and
Over their career, they're the same guy.
Do you know where that's different though?
One has a cup.
Yeah, well, I was gonna probably say one is better in the playoffs.
Yeah,
and
Aiden
that's
Hill is much better in the playoffs than Hart was.
Aiden Hill. When we won the cup, Aiden Hill finished like a 923.
And shit, even
and then the next 2 years, even when we lost,
he had
was
a pretty
he was
good.
posting like a
It wasn't his
907,
fault.
910.
It was the team in front of him not fucking
The only
scoring.
time he finished with bad numbers is when Edmonton fucking picked us apart.
Oh yeah, and they were
And-
built to pick us apart in
Yeah.
that season.
And the fact that you could not find it in you to give Hill like one or two games.
Hill should have had game 4 or game 5.
Yeah,
in
he
the
should
final.
have. He should have had game 4 against Utah, game 4 against Anaheim, and he should have had the last 3 games against Carolina.
Because look what happened with it was very back and forth. It was way more higher score because we all said it's going to be like a 1-0, 2-1.
Oh yeah, it did not.
It
end
was
up
completely
anywhere near-
opposite. Like
that series went completely the opposite direction.
absolutely.
It was crazy.
So it was a complete scoring fucking shit fest, back and forth, sloppy hockey. Fucking Mitch Marner had a hat trick in a game, and then Carolina came back and took that shit to overtime. And the complete shift point was Brandon Bussey coming in game, was that 4 fully starting, right? And playing really fucking well. And they did not lose a game. Bussey started.
Yep. That was the watershed moment.
Yep. And Torts did not change.
There's a lot of things. Yeah, there's a lot of things that happened, but the watershed moment is both goalies were struggling.
Yep.
One coach made a change, and one coach didn't.
Anderson was worse than Hart.
Yeah.
Anderson was horrific.
Yeah, that's why we won game 1. We almost won game 2.
Anderson was so fucking bad. And Broad, to his credit, made an adjustment, and it worked.
I will say, apparently Anderson was injured, so I don't think they had a choice.
Okay, but still.
But either way, one team changed their goalie and one team didn't.
And one team did, and you know what? I don't think Vegas ever played Bussey. Like, actually ever really played him. So they don't have tape on the kid. And he was great. I'll give him credit. Funny last name. Played a great fucking end of the series.
Funny last name, hell of a player.
Great player. Really good. He had a great series. And Tortorella just refusing to change.
Yeah, so that would be my second bullet point on the autopsy is coaching.
Rod had a great game plan, and they stuck to it.
Yeah, and Torts was very stubborn, sticking to Hart even when he shouldn't have. Game 4.
Sticking to Hart when he shouldn't have. Still playing Rasmus Anderson. Fucking 22 minutes, man.
Yeah.
Rasmus Anderson was horrific in the final. It was some of the worst games
he was kind of
he's
bad
ever
all
played.
playoffs, frankly, but it really every round I kept hoping. I'm like, this is going to be the round where he wakes up, but then he just got worse.
Yeah. I mean, maybe unfortunately with the Lemieux,
that was his agent. They were close.
Yeah, and maybe that was holding over. Maybe that happened to Freddie too, because it could be both over their heads. They're really sad. Like obviously, it's like a guy that they've entrust their entire financial life to and their friends, and there was that story where Rasmus Anderson's like, yeah, last summer when the trades were getting negotiated, trying to figure out what I want to do, he came to my house and he was playing fucking action figures with my son.
Yeah.
That's a guy that's close to your family. Like,
yeah,
that could have been a factor in everything. And like, I get it. Like, I won't put that on the guy, but like,
just the lineup decisions. Fucking, I'm gonna quote Merle's Matt Murley, former player now on Chicklets, and
a man that loves the Golden Knights deeply.
So one of the only guys that seems to support Vegas, but he was fucking like furious after Game 4. They're like, so they're talking about Hart. He's like, well, yeah, it was Hart. He's like, but also he's like, I've been saying it over and over again. Maybe I'm speaking fucking Swedish and you're not hearing me. He's like, Torts changed the lines, and it was true because fucking he had Dorofeev with Eichel. And then he fucking breaks them up, and then suddenly it all falls apart.
Yeah,
you had Stone with Hurdle. That was a great line. You had Eichel with fucking Dorofeev. That was a great line. And then obviously the Flow Bros, fucking Carlson, Howden, and Marner, don't touch that line. It was perfect. You had such a balanced attack. You had superstars on 3 of your 4 lines. And he just fucking, like, as soon as things got a little tight, he just started panicking, throwing lines in a fucking blender.
You didn't need to do that. Yeah. Keep that Barbie Eichel Dorofeev line. Barbie and Eichel are so fast on their own.
Yeah.
And Dory's just ready to shoot. Like, why? What's the point?
Then game 5 when fucking Dory finally woke up, who the 2 goals that we scored, Dorofeev, who was the primary assist in both those goals? Jack Eichel. Again, I'm still quoting Murley. It's not fucking rocket science.
Yep. Dude, or when Hurdle scores the power play,
and then you take him off the next power play. It's oh my god, that man is so fucking hard-headed.
Well, I sent it to you.
It's like, oh, you had a mediocre back check. Well, I'm just going to take you off the power play to punish you. I'm like, you're not punishing him, you're punishing the team.
Did you see? I think I sent it to you, but did you see? Hurdle's brother was on a Czech podcast or a Czech interview. And he like flat out said like, yeah, Torrell, I don't think he likes my brother.
That's one reason where I'm like, I'm not. Everyone's like, oh, they're going to trade Hurdle for cap space. I don't think they are.
I don't think they are. The team, Kelly McCrimmon loves Tomas Hurdle.
Yeah,
I love the game he brings. He's big, he's strong, he can score.
I think they're going to see what Ryan Craig gets out of him.
Yeah,
and because again, his brother even said is like he only put Hurdle back in the power play after Eichel and Marner like pressured him. Like, no, we need him. Like.
Yeah, you need Tomas.
What are you doing? Like,
put
him back in the power play. We need him.
He's such an elite presence in that dead center.
Zone, right in the slot.
Yeah,
no one can move him, and he has a good stick. So that is, they kind of go hand in hand.
The decisions that Tortorella made and did not make were baffling.
My conspiracy theory is that they brought in John Tortorella to try to get the most out of Carter Hart.
And they got the most out of Carter Hart for a total of 6 games.
Yeah, and we got like 2 rounds of the 4. But I also think those 2 like more or less like directly led to our downfall.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I do like.
And I appreciate what they did. I appreciate what Torts did. I appreciate how good Hart was against Colorado and against Anaheim, but.
You got to make an adjustment.
It's a double-edged sword. Unlike these people in the fucking fan base, I'm not going to sit here and fucking be his number 1 defender and fucking suck his cock.
It's not black and white.
And I'm going to say it. I've said this a million times. I'm going to say it again. A lot of you only support Carter Hart because you think supporting him is some kind of middle finger to cancel culture. Okay. Facts, not feelings, bro. Fact, he fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Fact, he blew it when the pressure was highest. Fact, we would have won the fucking Stanley Cup if it was not for Carter Hart.
Yeah.
Facts, not feelings, bro.
You're exactly right.
That's all.
No, you're 100% right. Like, I totally, even if Hill was bad, this is a big if. If Hill was not good, at least you tried.
Exactly.
At least you made an attempt to make a change to try.
You had the Stanley Cup champion with a fucking like 918 playoff percentage just sitting on the fucking bench, and he's probably going to get traded.
Yep.
He's probably going to get traded.
I mean, maybe not now that we traded Pavs, and maybe your cap space is fine. But
but I hope they do.
I do too.
I would like to have an option for when Carter Hart goes on his fucking monthly fucking spiral into the abyss.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, am I mad the Canes won? No. Because I have no problems with the Hurricanes. I have zero issues with the Hurricanes overall.
Yeah, a lot of their fans were shitty, but that I think it wasn't like extra shitty. It was like typical, like we're opponents shitty.
Yeah, I have no issue with Canes at large. My wife's best friend lives in Raleigh, and she's a huge Canes fan. She's got a signed Sebastian Aho jersey.
There was a couple.
Awesome.
There's a couple Canes accounts that were like giving me shit, and like one of them, like he responded to one of my earlier tweets, he's like, "Oh well, what now, huh?" And like, I guess it turns out the Canes were good enough, and then I was like, well, what can you do? Fucking, prove me wrong. And then I thought the guy would like ignore that or be shitty, but he's like, yeah, good series, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, okay,
like deep down, like
I'll talk shit, but I can also take it. But
I respect the Canes more than I respect Florida.
Yeah,
like I think they deserve it.
It's a good program. They built their team the right way. They were patient. They got a great GM.
Yeah,
great coach. Fucking
they've been
somehow, despite having state taxes, they attract. They're on a lot of no trade lists. For some reason, Nick Ehlers went there.
They were on the doorstep for goddamn a decade, and they finally finished. They deserve it. I have no problem with the Canes. I have no problem with them winning. It sucked that we lost. I have a problem with how Torts managed the team. That's the end of the day. Like I have an issue.
My three-pronged pitchfork of issues was Torts, Hart, Anderson.
Yeah, this team could have won the cup if John Tortorella fucking figured out how to not be an idiot.
Yeah, pretty much.
All he had to do was try Hill once and not, like you said, not break the fucking lineup up that was working. Don't panic. Let them work. It's not going to be immediate satisfaction. They'll get theirs.
And dude, like I don't know. It kind of felt over to me at this point, but like Game 6 when I saw the.
As soon as Carlson was injured and was out, I was like, this is over.
I was like, it's over, but then I was like, maybe. And then maybe we have a chance. And then I saw his lines, and I'm like, this is fucking over. Like, what? And he had, like, Dory on his offside.
Isn't it funny that, like, Hart had his best game in the game that we got shut out in?
Well, this is why I give Torts his share of the blame, too, because of the fucking lines. Like, I'm like, why are you putting guys that don't play together?
Why are you playing Braden Bowman in a Game 6?
That's his first playoff game. It was an elimination game in
the Stanley Cup Final.
Yeah. You know what? Fucking
leave Colasar in.
I appreciate what Torts did. Don't let the door hit you on the ass on the way out.
Yeah. Appreciate how far you got us. See ya. That's the end of the story.
Yeah.
And now going into the offseason, there's a lot of kind of big questions, right? Well, one's gone.
That question's answered, but that leads to a new question: is how do you replace that goal scoring? Do you replace that goal scoring?
I think we answered it in that Connolly. I think they're going to resign Lavoie. I think they have big expectations on Braden Bowman. Yeah. I think they're going to think about it. This team has never been a one guy, one goal scorer, everything runs through the goal scorer team. It's always been by committee. Look at the cup winning team. By committee. Brett Howden's 2 years removed from a 20-plus goal season. And then in the Stanley Cup Final run, he led all players in goals.
Yeah. Playoff performer.
Mitch Marner was fucking-sane.
This is going to sound like I'll have one little salty take. He still should have got the Conn Smythe.
Oh, he was... I know Stahl did, but I know Stahl had that crazy clutch goal scoring run, but
the Conn Smythe is for MVP of the playoffs, not MVP for the last 6 games.
Mitch Marner was fucking insane in the entire playoffs.
But it's okay. You can only give the Conn Smythe to the losing team if it's Connor McDavid.
It was Mitch Marner.
You can put that on a shelf. Well, let us take comfort. I now have full faith.
Wait.
I now have full faith in Mitch
According
Marner.
to Leafs fans,
just wait for the playoffs. Wait for the playoffs, Vegas fans. Then you'll see.
No, he lost he lost and didn't show up in games 5 through. He was a -3 in game 6. I'm like, maybe because they were playing a bunch because they knew that he was going to attempt to do something. And there's a big difference in game 6 in the Stanley Cup Final than the first series of the playoffs.
You know what it really comes down to is us stupid, dumb, immature, transient Vegas fans. We seem to understand the concept that hockey is a team sport.
Yeah.
and these traditional fans just can't seem to grasp the most basic concepts of the sport.
No, Gavin McKenna's going to save them.
Yeah, he's going to save them from another top pick because, you know, he'll drag them along to fucking number 17. But, yeah, so it's bitter. It's salty. It was also really hot that week. So,
oh, my God. It was,
all my memories
extra miserable.
All of these memories of this cup, all my memories of this cup run are of me fucking sweating in a jersey and being miserable. And one more thing I want to say. This isn't about the team or the coaching or the players. Any fans listening, you guys got to show up, man.
Oh, my God.
We got fucking embarrassed by those Canes fans.
We were at game 4.
Yeah, and I felt bad.
3.
No,
4. Yeah.
My mom and Bob went to game 3.
Yeah.
That was when Marner fucking had the hat trick.
Yep.
Yeah, so we went to game 4. You, me, my mom, and your wife. And, I mean, I didn't have an awful time other than losing, but, you know. Very fun, very whatever.
Well,
but
you went to the game 2 against Florida, right?
Yeah, so I feel bad because I feel like the last 3 years I've been telling you how I went to. It's like, oh, dude, the only Stanley Cup, for everyone listening, the only Stanley Cup final game I had been to before this was 2023 Game 2 against Florida, and it was just magical. It was a religious experience.
It was just buzzing. It was electric.
There was so much electricity in the air. You could just feel it. Get into the building. It just did not stop from the second. From it's always loud in the beginning, and then usually it settles down. No, the cheering did not stop, the chanting did not stop. It was just, and I know we won that game. It was a blowout, so obviously it's easy to have momentum in that. But even before that, it just kept going and going and going, and I was like, oh my God, this is. I remember thinking, I'm like, man, fucking fuck you, who says Vegas doesn't have real fans? That come in here and you will remember this for the rest of your life. And then I don't know how much, I forgot how much money you spent, but you spent a pretty penny to get into a cup game, and the crowd was fucking flat.
Dead.
The crowd was fucking flat, and I felt fucking ashamed. You know me, I try to get rowdy. I always try to get the section going. I get chants going. I high five people. So me and my mom were in the handicap section because my stepdad was originally supposed to go. He just had surgery. And they didn't have time to get back to their regular seats, so we were on that upper ledge, and I feel like I was leaning over the railing. I was just trying to get chants going. No one would join me. It was quiet. People were on their phone. They were talking to each other, and I was like, I felt sick. I felt sick seeing this, and I even halfway through the second period, I think I even yelled cheer for your fucking team. It's the Stanley Cup Finals. And then I told you, even on the concourse, usually it's rowdy, people are high-fiving, and it was none of that. I when I went up to go get a drink, a couple of guys in jerseys walked by, and I kind of pointed at them, and I don't remember what I said, but I was like, hey, fucking, let's go, blah, blah, blah. And they just looked at me like I was a fucking alien. I really don't know what's shifted, but this has kind of been a problem the whole year. Even in the regular season, it just felt like the audience has just been kind of dead. I don't know if the original season ticket holders aged out, or if people are just content that we've won already, and okay, whatever. Now this is just, we got ours. Who cares? But Golden Knights fans, if you're in the Fortress, do your fucking duty, man.
Yeah, be loud.
Because you know what? Those Carolina fans, they fucking did their part. Tarps off, man.
Yeah.
They did their fucking part.
Yeah.
And I frankly, I felt embarrassed. You guys fucking embarrassed me. I'm out here trying to fight the good fight and trying to stick up for this city and stick up for this fan base, and you all fucking tuck tail and fucking just let it slip away. Hell no. Even if we're losing, go out with a fucking bang.
Here's how I know my section was going to suck from this. Well, was going to be bad. It only got better because the people in front of us showed up right when the game started, and they got fucking rowdy as shit. I'm like, fuck yeah, these people, a couple our age, they were jumping around and having fun and cheering. We were high-fiving at goals and everything. Good little group in front of me. I knew it was going to be toxic, and I knew it was going to be a shitty environment when we got there, and someone already stole our towels from our seats. And then we sat down, and Victoria's pissed off. And the lady behind me, she doesn't care about cheering or watching the game or jumping up and down. She's asking the usher if he knows there is an open seat down by where her husband's sitting. Like, who gives a shit?
It felt like,
It
felt like there were tourists in the building.
And then someone stole my fucking poster
Jesus, dude.
that they were giving out for free. Someone just took it from underneath our seats.
Golden Knights fans, fucking do better.
Be loud, do better, like be present in the game. Like,
I don't give a fuck what anyone says. That shit matters.
yeah, look
Like,
how loud Carolina was.
Like, you're telling me, like, when the building gets like that, those players don't feel like there's shit on top of them, you know? Like,
You're telling me when the
that
Bell
used
Center
to, that
gets
used to be one of our fucking biggest strengths was fucking like, oh, if you come into the Fortress, you're fucking dead, you know? Like,
yeah, you can't hear shit, and it's a fucking like a mortuary in there. Like,
so I'm going to issue a personal challenge to all 30 of our listeners. For every game that you go to next season, get your section going at least once.
yes,
Learn how to project your voice. It took me a while to learn how to do it. Learn how to
being on this
project your voice.
podcast has helped me.
Learn how to project your voice. Learn how to make your voice carry. Be confident. Time your chance well.
Yes.
Watch the game and feel the momentum swings, and you will find that when there's a moment where we're putting pressure on, get it
that
going.
Get that go Knights go chance.
Don't wait for the Knight to bang the sword.
No.
You want to beat the Knight. That's the objective. Beat the Knight. Get this chant going before the Knight feels like he has to do it because the crowd's so fucking dead. And then opposite side, if it's a big PK and they're really, you can tell visually that they're really putting their hearts out there to keep the puck out of the net. Get a chant going there. Okay,
Yeah.
You got to read the room. Read the room.
Be a smarter hockey fan. Not smarter, but just be a
No, we can say it. Be
a
smarter.
smarter hockey fan.
Be a smarter hockey fan.
It's like you said. It feels like I know they make the joke about Torts, but like being in some of the game, going to a fewer games than I have.
I feel like there's a lot of casuals.
Yeah, there's a lot of like you had an experience with it, and it's a lot of people that just aren't paying attention. They're just there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not trying to be
We're not here for the vibes. We're here for the fucking team.
Yeah.
We're here to watch a fucking W.
Like, I'm sorry, I paid money to watch this game and cheer. Like, what, you paid $100 just to sit here and look at your phone? Like,
yeah.
If Victoria can fucking get crazy and get into the game, if
So
your
we're-
sister can be now a fanatic, like,
We're recording this podcast at Mojave Brewing in Henderson.
Yes.
We watched a lot of playoff games here.
all of the playoff games here.
There was more energy in this brewery with like 40 people than there was in the fucking arena sometimes.
Yeah. I felt like when in game 3, I felt there was more energy in here in game 3 than there was when we went to game 4.
The goal when that puck went in, fucking you just hear, yeah, then chairs are clattering because we all stood up too fast that our chairs flew backwards behind us, and people are high-fiving, and man, I'm gonna miss it.
I know. Yeah, you'll come back and you'll have a couple, but man, like, you're right. Like, where like the Raleigh was hyped. Like, where was?
Yeah, and to be fair, they had 20 years of hunger building up, but
You still need, as a fan base, you should
Get
still be
greedy.
Yeah,
Get greedy.
absolutely.
yeah, I want you know what would really solidify Mark Stone's legacy? A second cup.
Exactly.
Hall of Fame right there. A lot of guys in this team could make a Hall of Fame argument if they get one more cup.
Oh yeah,
Because they might not have the individual awards, but 2 cups and good stats, you might make it eventually. Like,
yeah.
So, yeah, yeah, do better, guys. And if that makes you angry, prove me wrong.
Yep, exactly. I agree. And
Anything else we
to go
need
from
to cover?
there, let's talk about who is, UFAs going into the offseason. I know we'll probably have to record another episode about
More in depth, but
more in depth.
I think we
But
do a quick little
UFAs,
look ahead.
we can just go. I can give you these names, and I ask you if they're coming back. Riley
Oh.
Smith,
No,
Cole Smith,
no,
Sissons,
no,
Saad.
no.
Please God no. Lausanne, maybe.
I'm gonna say yes.
Yes, I think they can bring him back for a cheap deal. Anderson.
I would say no, but
Not for the $8.5 million handshake deal that was
yeah.
discussed.
Personally, I would say no. Do I want him back? No. Will he be back? Yes, he will.
I think we can get him back at a 6 to 6.5. I think that's perfectly reasonable.
I agree. I don't know if that's going to happen. Like I said, there's what I want and what I think.
If he wants more, don't. If he wants that 8.5, let him walk. Who gives
Yeah.
a shit? Walk that back.
Well,
Dylan
apparently-
Coughlin.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just going to say that to give you an idea of what the market is like, though. Apparently, John Carlson's like baseline asking price is fucking 2x10.
He's like 38.
Exactly. So
Jesus.
it might just be a market reality.
So Coughlin, yes. Hutton.
No.
Ronberg.
Yes, for a minimum.
Tanner Lachinsky.
Yes,
AHL Arsenal.
I say yes for an AHL deal.
Yep. So we got RFAs. Lavoie.
Yes.
I think Demick is gone. I think he signed a
Yeah, he went back to Europe, I think.
Brabenich.
Or maybe it was Brabenich that went back.
One of the Jakobs. One of the
Yeah.
ones. One of the European Jacobs.
Yeah. God, not applicable. I don't want to sound like a fool.
Joe Fleming.
I'm gonna say yes
I feel like they can bring him back.
for a cheap deal.
Cheap deal, and I feel like he's got a
Two-way deal.
future. Like maybe not the NHL. Like I feel like he can just be a really good AHL, or even that he could be like he's young still. He can make.
He could be a good energy guy for your farm team.
Yeah.
You need those guys.
This is a big one. Cormier. He's 24.
Yes, but on a cheap deal.
Yeah.
On a prove it deal.
Here's the other two. Akira Schmid. You only bring Schmid back if you're getting rid of Hill.
Unfortunately, yeah.
So that's a maybe. And then Lindbaum's a yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's the future.
So there's quite a few pieces, but I feel like they're not huge, right? Like
Yeah.
Pavs was the huge one, and then Anderson's the
Paz
other
is
big
the
one.
huge one. A lot of those NHL UFAs, I love Riley Smith, but they clearly don't have faith in him anymore.
I mean, you can't have to
They
go to
brought him
Riley
back.
Smith to get younger.
They brought him back to play with William Karlsson, and he did not play a single fucking game with them. And then they try to play him as a center. So like, he was clearly not happy with his ice time.
No.
You could tell he was frustrated, and rightly so. It was kind of a spit in the face. But hey, they put him in for Game 6, so he got to bear the burden of losing after everyone else fucked
Exactly.
it. After everyone around him fucked it up.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think it's going to be a big change here. I know there's free agents and everything. We could talk about that.
Is tonight the softball game?
Yes, that's tonight. That's why they're flying over the baseball.
Oh, okay, that's
And
why.
so it's Team Riley Smith without a contract. I'm like, didn't we do this one year where it was
Okay, let me be clear. I don't care what the contract is. If he comes back, if he doesn't come back, this city loves Riley Smith, and
this city adores Riley Smith.
and Riley Smith knows it.
his wife was so happy when they brought him back.
I will never forget him saying like, "Oh yeah, I didn't get recognized in New York once." He's like, "I came back to Vegas, and someone at the airport parking garage, fucking, hey, welcome back, brother."
I'm like, hey Riley, take a $9.25 deal, whatever.
Let me clarify. I want him back. I don't know if they will bring him back.
Yeah, I want him back as just a veteran depth piece, right?
I would say honestly, I would say give him a 1x1.
Yeah,
Just keep giving him 1x1s
let him write it
until he
out, yeah.
retires.
because that's cheap. He's not asking for much. He just likes
Yeah.
living here.
And suddenly we have a gaping hole at wing. So
He could play. He could play fourth left wing, third wing, whatever you want him to play.
just play him with fucking Carlson, Connolly, Smith.
Yeah. Why would you play Carlson? Why wouldn't you play Carlson with Marner?
Because Marner fucking can drive play on his own. You don't need to load up in the regular season.
So who'd be a center? Not Hurdle, right?
You could. They played for a long time in the regular season this
Didn't
year.
look bad together. But there's a lot of options there.
Yeah,
but yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
we'll-
honestly,
We'll get into that after
Yeah.
free agency when the roster's set.
I mean, there's a lot that's going to happen. Free agency's July 1st.
I'll say closeout question. Do you think we make big splashy moves, or do you think it's relatively quiet?
After the news of Stevie Y going, hey, I'm not just going to trade you to trade you. I want to get a good deal back. if I don't get good assets back and good deal
Get your
back.
ass to training camp.
Get your ass to training camp. I think it's going to be quiet. I don't think this team... I know Hellebuck wants out. We don't have the assets to trade Hellebuck.
Yep.
Can
I tell you the one that's irritating me? What's a realistic trade package for Jason Robertson? It doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist because he's insane.
It doesn't exist. We do not have.
We do not have anything. The only there's a handful of teams that can get Robo, and he doesn't want to go there.
Yeah.
He could have gone to Seattle, and he was like, "Yeah, fuck that, dude."
Alex, I don't understand. Why can't we keep all of our good players, acquire more good players for the price of our bad players?
Yeah.
And for overage prospects and low draft picks.
What? Yeah, people just will take our trash and
just give us Robertson. We'll give you Hurdle and Lavoie and a 5th round pick.
Yeah,
that's fair, right?
Yeah,
that evens out.
I think that's also the pain of being a young team is that people don't understand value.
Yeah,
Florida just paid how many 1st round picks for fucking Brady Tkachuk?
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, and I would say that was an overpay, frankly.
Overpay.
I don't like Brady Tkachuk like as a dude, but like as a player, yeah, he's one of those, unicorn power forwards, good top 6 winger.
Score, yeah.
He's not like a superstar.
But he can, yeah. It's an
but
overpay, maybe 2 first, but he can score. He plays pretty well. I don't know what you expect with what we have. We just don't have assets, and we won't. Like, that's why Seattle can't get guys. They don't have assets.
All these guys that Vegas fans think are untouchable, I'm like, well, those are the guys that you would have to give up in a deal like that. It's just the way it works. It's the fucking economy. Fucking, why did we give up Pavel Dorofeyev? Because he was valuable. He was valuable.
We got we got 2 first for him.
Guys, if you want to understand how this works, go on OfferUp and try to sell your shit for more than it's worth and see how many bites you get.
Frankly, getting 2 firsts for Pavel Dorofeyev is a lot.
Yeah. I thought it was a very fair deal.
Yeah, and we're just not going to get Connor Hellebuck for fucking Jacob Ease, Wozniak, Trevor Connolly, and some random late pick. It's just not going to happen. You're not going to give Winnipeg Aiden Hill.
I was going to say, Aiden Hill for Connor Hellebuck. Who says no?
Everybody.
I'm an Aiden Hill's truther, but I would say no to that. I wouldn't even consider that.
Because Connor Hellebuck makes only
but what if we throw in fucking one of our 3rd round picks that kind of made some buzz in Europe? Well,
yeah,
probably still no.
You'd have to still no. You would have to give them Hill, Schmid, a top one, Connolly and a pick.
The only one that makes sense to me, honestly, is if we gave them fucking Hill and Hart. Here's a tandem. Give us the one guy, then we'll just have Schmid back him up.
I'd take it.
And then we'd probably still have to sweeten it with draft capital that we don't have.
It's just we don't have the assets, and it's just not something that's going to happen. And, I think this, it's a transition year, but not in that the team's going to be bad. You still have Jack Eichel. You still have Mitch Marner. You still have Mark Stone and Ivan Barbashev. And you still have, it's a good team still. It's just going to be a different makeup. Yeah. It's going to be a different concept than any year prior. Defense, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to be mature about this, and I'm gonna say as bad as the playoffs were,
I think Rasmus Anderson has it in him to be a good defenseman.
I do.
I do think his agent.
I
do think the Lemieux thing weighed very, very, very heavy on him.
I agreed, and then we just really have to take a step back, look over emotions, and look out and say, who's available? Colton Parayko is not available.
They took him off.
John Carlson is probably going to sign in Carolina.
And your best options on defense free agents are Jacob Trouba,
yeah,
Brad Kogutas, Logan Stanley.
Yeah, and exactly.
It could be worse. You could be fucking Chicago trading the 4th overall pick.
Oh my God.
For Bo and Byram.
Maybe we'll do an off-season recap episode or something.
Yeah,
there's a lot of buzz in the league.
We'll do that next week.
This is all about us because fuck everyone else.
But you have there's not a lot of options out there, and I know Anderson was bad, but if you can knock that deal down a little bit and have
Anderson dime him a bit,
knock it down to 6.5. But also keep in mind this is his first playoff run in how long?
Yeah,
first long playoff run, and it's his first team and. Not defending the guy because he was really fucking bad in the playoffs. He could have been way better. But there's factors.
He has a he has a higher ceiling than I think people want to give him
Oh,
credit
absolutely. There's some. He scored. He had how many goals this year? 22 or something like that as the defenseman.
for. Never forget, not just for a few weeks, but for his entire first year, Alex Pietrangelo was not great for us. And there was a lot of hemming and hawing about that deal, including from us.
Yeah.
And then he got comfortable.
Turned it on, and he was the best defenseman we've ever had.
And that man, not single-handedly, but he was pretty instrumental in the cup run and was a true alpha dog number one defenseman.
Not saying Anderson's ever going to be that, but
no, certainly not.
If Anderson's ceiling is top 4, I'll take it.
Exactly. I'm like, I have faith that he can.
He's still in his 20s, right? Like 28, 29 years old?
Yeah, I think he can raise his game to be a good top 4 with.
Oh, great middle pair. Really good middle pairing defenseman.
Number 4 in the depth chart.
Here, look at it this way. If Jordan Spence, right, is getting, how much you get? $5 million?
Yeah.
That's a bottom pairing defenseman.
And that's kind of like a bet, right? Like,
yeah,
they're betting
he was really good for them, but that's a bet. You gotta have to weigh your options. Is Anderson? I would argue Anderson's equivalent on defense overall, but he's better offensively than Spence is.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think those are the two names you and I were looking at were Spence and Byram, and well, they're gone.
And Byram was so fucking expensive.
Yeah, exactly. So again, we gotta let go of our personal emotions and say, well, what is the reality of the market?
Yeah, the market, we'll see. But I want to bring it back to, losing the cup final sucked. But Tyler, Lance, Kyler, everybody in our little hockey group did not think this team was going to make it to the cup final.
Oh, I didn't think they were going to make playoffs.
They were awful coming into the end, and they made it to the cup final. I know this is like fucking, they made it to the cup final. You know who didn't make the cup final? The Oilers, the Leafs. Yeah.
Panthers.
30 fucking other teams didn't make the cup final.
Yeah, you got to treasure this shit. The year that we did win, I remember when we beat the Stars in the conference finals, the first thing I did was I went to the team store and I got some conference final shit. Cause I'm like, guys, like this
doesn't happen often.
Exactly.
We are an anomaly.
Exactly. I'm like this all or nothing mindset. Like, and I feel like in my family group chat, I always have to be the pep guy. But I was like, guys, I know this sucks, but the last time fucking Buffalo made a made the cup was fucking 30 years ago, and they didn't even win. They haven't won. Like so many teams haven't won, and so many teams don't even they've gone to the final once 30 years ago. We've been 3 times in 9 years. We are #blessed.
Edmonton went to the cup final back-to-back years, and
they didn't win one.
They didn't win one, but they got pretty far into that cup final. And it was still, they lost, and they're like, oh, look at these motherfuckers, these pieces of shit. I'm like, why is that the mentality? They lost the cup. As much as we like fucking dunking on the Oilers, that's a pretty fucking good accomplishment.
Yeah.
Making it to the cup final.
There's only one winner, and we're sad that we didn't win. Disappointed that we didn't win. But you know what? It was a good run.
Very good run. Great run.
And frankly, before the season even started, if you told me yes or no, would you be satisfied for the season if you made the conference finals? Not even one, but if you made the conference finals, my snap reaction would have been, yeah.
Yeah, very.
Yeah.
You should be.
Get back to the conference finals. And we got back and we swept and we had a hell of a series.
And you know what?
Finals.
Overall, let's bring it back to one of our favorite trades of the entire year. We got Nick Dowd out of it.
Yeah.
And he's going to be great for Bowman and Connolly.
Yeah.
And this is now a Nick Dowd podcast.
Yeah. This got a true leader.
We're trading it for. We're going to change the name from Night's Watch to Dowd Watch.
There we go. Oh, Lordy.
Anyway, yeah.
Well, we got free agency coming up.
Plenty of off season. You're going to be in Portland, but we're still going to keep this motherfucker going.
Well, we could record 1 or 2 before I go.
Yeah, but then once the season starts, we're keeping this bitch going because if.
Well, Alex, there's this cool thing called the internet.
Called Google Meet.
Yeah.
Or any video chat. You're gonna take that mic with you. It's my little gift to you.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you the USB connection that will plug into your computer.
Well, I already have your laptop. So.
Exactly. Perfect. You can keep those headphones too.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, I'll just be in my apartment, fucking in the middle of the night. I said there's a good chance a lot of these games, instead of watching them, I'll be listening on my earphones.
See, listening's probably more sometimes a preference, so you don't have to watch national broadcasts. You can listen to the radio call. The radio call is fucking sick.
Dan and Gary, that's all you need.
Exactly. It's perfect.
But yeah.
Anyways, we're going now into, you know how there's the summer of Dorian, It's now the summer of Craig.
We're going to the
Craig summer.
It's a Ryan Craig summer.
Ryan Craig summer. We'll see what happens.
I'm.
We're not that. It's fucking camp's gonna be in like literally what 3 months maybe. Like
Yeah,
not even that 2 months. The rookie camp's gonna be like in a month.
Dude, it's like July already. Dude.
Yeah,
like
rookie camp's
and
gonna
then,
come
and then
so
the season
fast.
starts earlier this year. Season
Yeah.
starts in September.
Because there's more games this year.
Yeah.
So like rookie camp's gonna be quick, and then regular
The good thing
camp's
about making the finals, that off season is that much shorter.
yeah. And we really only we didn't come out of it too injured either. Aside from Hannafin and Carlson, it wasn't too bad overall.
Yeah.
So, they're going to turn it around. We're acting like it was fucking the death of a team. Like, we made the cup final. It sucks, but you have to have some optimism about it.
It sucks to trade Dorofia, and Golden Knights fans, I'm sorry. All these Team USA stars, we're not getting any of them.
No, but you trade a star like Dory, it's going in the right direction. We traded Patches, we won a cup. We traded Fleury, we won a cup. Like, it's all worth it if you go in the right direction.
You know what a lot of our fellow VGK fans are like? I feel like they're like the iPad kids of hockey.
Yeah.
They're just used to constant trades, constant signings, and as soon as you take that stimulus away from them, they melt down. But guys, I'm telling you right now, we don't. I would love to have these guys, but we don't need Jason Robertson. We don't need Dylan Larkin.
You don't need that. Well, I say that because Jack's getting paid $13.5 and Martin is $12.5. You don't need a $14 to $15 million anchor.
Yeah.
You don't need an $11 million Dory anchor. That could he be something? Could he completely fall off? If he scores 30 plus in New York next year, it's gonna be a fucking miracle.
Yeah.
Then he's worth the 11.
You don't need $11 million for a finisher that relies on people creating for him.
Absolutely not.
Not a diss. I love you, Dory. Get
Love
your bag.
Yep.
Enjoy life in the Big Apple.
Have a good time.
Part of me's always romanticized the idea of living in
He's
New
gonna
York.
he's gonna have fun. He's young. I think he's married or he's got a girlfriend. He's young. They're gonna have fun. They don't have kids. They'll have a good time being a young couple in New York. New York City is awesome.
We don't hold anything against you, but if that's what the money that you wanted, then get the fuck out.
Get your bag, kid.
Here's your shit.
Get out. You're not gonna fucking win a cup in New York.
You're not, but that's okay.
Go fucking. Anyways.
That's okay.
Anyways, we love Dory. Sucks, but we're optimistic.
Oh yeah, I think this will be a top 2 team in the Pacific again.
Not too much to battle against.
Really not.
Because Anaheim's defense is atrocious.
Well, they lost all of them.
All of them except for Jackson Lacombe and.
To be fair, that's the most important.
It is, but everybody else is gone.
Yeah.
They haven't signed Carlson or Gauthier yet.
Yeah. Then. Yeah, LA is LA, and then
LA is going to miss the playoffs.
Mike Babcock.
Well,
let's do another episode. We'll do
another one next week about that.
All the news, and then
general.
Later in the summer, we'll do previews.
We'll do a nice little 4th of July. Here's why Canada is.
We beat them in the Olympics so bad that they
hired Mike Babcock.
We beat them in the Olympics so bad that they got the.
Toronto hired Jim Miller.
Not only did they get the silver medal, but all their players left their teams.
And then fucking Nathan McKinnon turned into a ghost.
Yeah. Okay, let's save it.
We'll save it next week. That next week is the rip on the league episode.
But anyways, Golden Knights fans, it's a hell of a run.
Get fucking loud. Be fucking
loud.
present at the games. Don't.
If you see me at a game and if you're quiet, I'm gonna let you know.
Hey, I don't remember that guy's name that sees us at every Silver Knights game. That guy, I love that guy because he's into it every single fucking game.
Hell yeah.
He's cheering. He's all up in it every Silver Knights game.
Get loud.
You're paying how much money to go to a Golden Knights game? Go crazy. Have fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Life's too short. We're all here to have fun.
Have fun at a game. Don't be fucking cheer.
Don't be quiet.
If you're cheering and if somebody looks at you like what are you doing that? Look them in the eye and cheer louder.
Yeah.
We're here to cheer. It's a sports. It's game. It's a sports series. You're there to be loud.
If Night's Watch crew is there, you best watch out. We're gonna get that section going, buddy.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, on that note, till next time. Stay cool and stay gold.
Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated.
Go to the new Baskin Robbins on College and Racetrack.
Yeah, you should. Henderson folks, go get some ice cream
Yep,
on
go
in
get
this
some
hot
ice cream.
summer weather.
It's only going to get hotter, and it's only going to get more stickier.
Well, you know what? I won't be here for it.
Fuck you, Jacob.
I'll be in the woods by the river.
Eat shit.
You can join me.
Maybe. We'll see. I have to convince a certain person. Anyways, stay cool, stay hydrated.
I'll send propaganda.
Yeah. Stay cool, stay hydrated. Stay sane. Don't read into too many trades, too many rumors too hard.
Yeah.
Get your mind off of hockey for a couple months.
Yeah,
Go do something else.
And just take heart that we're a good team.
Exactly.
Just take heart.
And someone can also please take Hart away from us.
Yeah, take Hart off the roster because he sucks.
And stay gold.
And stay gold.